I tried a couple of times now to make this video, and it was just going to be a plain rant, but every time I started, I just derailed or my thoughts were all jumbled, and if I wrote down a script for it, I don't know how to read something and make it not sound like I'm reading something. So instead, I'm going to have a pseudo response video. Having a video to bounce off of really helps me organize my thoughts, and I feel like I do a better job, and I'm new to this video making thing. I'm still finding my voice, and I gotta try everything, see what works for me. So, as the title says, I'm going to be talking about how it seems like SJWs have this real big problem with individuality. It just bugs the crap out of them anytime you bring it up.
Why can't we just all be people? No holds barred, I hate this comment. Like, I hate it. I hate it.
Ashley hates it when you ask her, why can't we all just be people? Why can't we just be people, all on the same equal playing field, and just talk to each other like that? I know we live in a world full of labels and full of prejudice, but why can't people just, let's just talk one on one or a few on few, and just drop all that stuff because we know it's bullshit. Why don't we just talk like the equals we know we are and forget about the stupid labels? SJWs can't forget about the stupid labels because they invest so much emotion into those labels, their identities, their whole views of themselves. They don't know what they are if they don't have a thing to call themselves. Every accomplishment, every good moment is viewed through the filter of their label. So when you want to deny them their label, you're taking everything good they've ever done.
I personally love identifying as a pansexual woman.
She loves it. I mean, look at the joy on her face. I do want to note that it's weird that she said that she loves identifying as rather than she loves being, as if the identity label part is the most important thing, the ability to declare it to the world. And I'm by no means trying to imply that she doesn't actually feel that way. I'm just saying that it's strange that that's the thing that she chose to say that she loves. And I chose this video not because I wanted to pick on Ashley, but because I just feel like it represents a lot of the mindset that I've seen over the last year or so.
As a queer person, I face some extra adversity in this hetero world. As a pan person, I face some extra adversity in the LGBTQ community that likes to erase middle of the spectrum identities from time to time, and as a woman, I face sexism regularly. And all of these experiences and all of this adversity has played a massive, pivotal role in shaping me into the person I am today, and I am proud as hell that I have made it through all that.
Anyone who makes it through tough times or triumphs over adversity should absolutely be proud of themselves. They should be proud of themselves. They should take a moment to just think about how awesome they are for doing it. Let it bring them up. Let them be strong from it. It's great. It's a good thing. It's a healthy thing. But the problem is SJWs attach this pride and these accomplishments to the groups they belong to, instead of realizing that the strength and accomplishment came from them as an individual, as a person, and that no matter what label they have, that strength is theirs. I think SJWs might feel like, if I didn't have all this adversity to overcome, I wouldn't be a good person. And I mean, of course, someone who's never gone through any trouble in their life and has always gotten everything they wanted will probably not be very strong. But you shouldn't put so much stock in something that you had nothing to do with. You had nothing to do with being born. You had nothing to do with how you were born or what you were born as. So there's no reason to base all of your pride and all of your self-worth off of those things. You should base them off of things that you have done yourself.
When you say things like, this is all so complicated, or I have a label you might like, Ashley, it's called the label human being, or why can't we all just be people? When you say these things, what I'm hearing is,
you see, that's your problem. It's not my fault that you hear that when I say something completely different.
I see the adversity you face. I just don't want to hear about it.
It's not my fault that when I say that I want to focus on who we are as people rather than what we are, you think I want to ignore your hardships in life. That's not my fault that you have hearing problems, that you're imagining things I'm saying, because I'm not saying that.
It makes me uncomfortable when we talk about how you have it harder in this way. Shh, shh, let's ignore your adversity, and maybe then we'll all just be the same.
What the fuck does one of those things have to do with the other? Why do I have to choose between acknowledging someone's hardships and acknowledging that we're equals? Being a woman, being not white, being not straight might put you through some hard times in this world, but you don't get through them because you're a woman, not white, or not straight. You get through them because of the strength of your character, the thing that actually matters, and the thing that I actually care about. So stop thinking about yourself as your labels. Think about yourself as you as an individual. Individuality is important because it's one of the only things that's going to carry through with you your whole life. It's something you should safeguard and treasure and mold to be as good as it can be. And of course, there's way more bad things that can happen from only seeing labels. Because when it's just the way you think of yourself, you're just hurting yourself. But when you start doing that to other people, just seeing them as their groups, seeing them as some sort of conjoined hive mind, then really bad things happen.
PSA, yes, all white people.
It leads to things like being a horrible racist bitch, for example. I don't think this girl even thinks that individuality fucking exists. All white people are one way, all black people are one way, all women are one way, all men are one way. It's bullshit, it's horseshit, it needs to stop. It's destroying the world. Stop it. The cure to white supremacy isn't black supremacy. The cure to misogyny is not misandry. The reason why we can't all just be people is because people find it really problematic if that's the case. It messes up a lot of things for them. It messes up their internal view of themselves. It messes up their view of the world. It just is a big problem, and that's why we can't all just be people. There is no other reason for it, and the sooner everyone realizes that, the better. I've rambled enough. I'm going to end this mess of a video. See you later. And I know Ashley's video was like 2 years old at the time I made this, but she did recently redirect to it in a newer video, so it's sort of relevant.